Okay. No. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, guys, I think now I figured this out, right? Now you can see me and it's fine? Yeah? It's buffering. She's like, laugh my ass off. I know. Okay, cool. So we're back. Okay, alright, good. I am 28 Ellie or L. Hi, ladies. Okay, so that's a big palaver, right? Anything technological, I'm so rubbish. So I'm wearing my summertime fine attire, even though we're far from summer, honey. Okay, so basically, let's just speak about the group thing that you guys wanted me to set up. Let's speak about that first and get that out of the way, and then we'll go into the actual yeah, my boobs are out, honey. Then we'll go into what this is about. So basically, I want to create this group, and the majority of people voted for Instagram over Facebook. So it looks like the group will be made on Instagram. However, I just need to Google now and research on Instagram. If I make like a group chat, it would only be a group chat. That's the thing on Instagram. How many people I'm able to join at one given time? Because if I'm only able to join, let's just say for instance 50 people, then that isn't going to make sense, right? So I just need to do a bit more research and then I'll come back to you guys. So bear with me, please be patient with me, and I'll do the video about the group that will be up and running either tomorrow or Tuesday, okay? Yeah, it wouldn't be a group on Instagram. It would literally just be like a message thing, so we can all message in like in a group chat, you know? All right, so thank you, Shanice. I like to hear you speak Portuguese. Very cute. I'm originally from Brazil. Oh, really? Oh, cool. That's really cool, actually. Nice. I have a friend in Floripa. So, yes. All right, so I'm excited about that. Okay, so I'm looking hot. Thank you, honey. I'm 28 too. I knew it. We act just alike. YouTube now has private groups. Does it? Okay, so Nina, thank you for that. I'll look into it, all right? So, guys, let's speak about this topic today, which is happiness is the goal always, okay? Because on this channel, we speak about, oh, we need to find this type of guy. He needs to earn this amount of money. We need this, we need that, we need this, we need that. And we kind of have all of these demands, which is fine. We should have demands. If we love ourselves, we care about ourselves, we care about our happiness, our future, having the right future and stuff like that, that's fine. But we really need to think about this, right? Happiness is the goal at the end of the day. So let's just say, for instance, you want to be a mother really, really soon, like tomorrow, you want to be a mum, and you meet somebody and this person makes you very unhappy and he is providing for you financially. You've got to think, can I actually tolerate this person for a certain amount of time? Would I be able to be married to them and have a family with them? Or do I basically just have the baby and then be by myself and then still get the financial help from them? So you will never be able to have it all, and that's, well, most people. Obviously there's exceptions to the rule, there are exceptions to the rule, but most times you'll never be able to have it all. So there are sacrifices that have to be made, and you have to decide what you're able to tolerate and what you're not able to tolerate, and you have to basically make a choice because you can't have your cake and eat it at the same time, okay? Hi, you want to be happy. I was worried about turning bitter. Yes, so I understand that definitely, because sometimes when you're in bad relationships it can drive you to be very negative about guys and stuff. But the point here is that you can never have it all, and you have to decide and choose what you're willing to sacrifice and give up. So let's just say, let's say for instance, tomorrow you met an amazing guy or woman, whatever, and you were so happy with them. You were literally just two peas in a pod, and you just knew inside that you guys were supposed to be together, that it was right, and you was just all the way happy, and so were they, la 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 la. But they didn't have enough money to fully provide for the lavish lifestyle you want. So you could have a decent lifestyle, but it's not lavish. You've got to decide, am I willing to sacrifice the lavish lifestyle I want for this true happiness? Some people find true happiness in, you know, being a parent, being a wife, having a lavish lifestyle, or just being happy. So you've got to just being happy with that one person that you really care about. So you've got to decide, what is the thing that actually makes me happy? And yes, so we can't, I don't know why it's deleting people's what's it called? The person on here that's like going through the messages that YouTube delegates is deleting messages for no reason, deleting comments. Okay, so let's just say you want to have a lavish lifestyle, but you meet somebody who is middle class and who can't provide you with a lavish lifestyle but can still provide for you financially. You've got to decide what's worth it for me and what's more important. So the moderator, thank you. I'm like, I can never remember words, honey. Hey Amy, hi Stephanie, hey Mum Flawless. Okay. Height, race, looks can be compromised on, but not money, personality, health, and sanity. Okay. Right? So we all have we all know what we want to sacrifice and what we're not willing to sacrifice. So it's just about you really noting that, making a mental note and seeing, okay, what can I tolerate? What can I not? What's going to make me happy? Because I feel like some people as well, they come on here and they say, oh, it's all about money. Oh, it's all about this. It's all about that. But at the end of the day, it's not just about money. Okay, and we know that it's not just about money, and I can say that straight away because look at my situation, what just happened with me. Like this person basically trying to be like a bully or something. And yes, he's got the finances. Yes, he was earning 400,000 a year, so he was earning a nice amount of money, and you know that was all fine, but how he was trying to treat me was not. And for me at that time, the money was not worth it for me. So you've got to think, it's not just about, oh, just the money, just the money, just the money. You know, it's about your happiness as well. And you know, guys, let's just say you are with someone, they have lots of money, and they just treat you like crap, and it starts weighing on you. You will honestly, your health can deteriorate. Like there's so many bad things that can happen from that. So it's not just about money, and it's not just about the perfect person, because there is no perfect person. It's a combination of the two. So it's about a decent or lavish lifestyle, whatever is more important to you, like being provided for in whatever capacity, and being with somebody who you actually have a partnership with. So that's what I deem important, but for you, it's about you tallying up what's the most important to you and stuff like that. Oh, I didn't reply. Oh, okay. Love you. Yeah, it's not just about money. Okay, so know that, all right? It's not just about the money. And me, before dealing with this guy that was, you know, all over the place, I mean, I was really turning into somebody who was just all the way over finding someone that I even have a connection with. I was just over the whole connection thing. It doesn't exist anymore, da 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 da. But do you know what? It does exist. A connection does exist. And I'm not speaking about being overly in love with somebody where you can't, you can't even think straight anymore. I'm not speaking about that, but I'm just talking about having a partnership with somebody or genuinely having a connection with someone. You can have a connection with someone as well, and that is really, really important. So that's why I needed to come on here and do this video, because my mindset since I've been doing these videos has been money, money, money. I've not been into, oh, I like this person. It's been money, money, money. And that just is not the message that that I actually want to put across. And I just wanted to come on here and really make that clear. Happiness is the goal at the end of the day. Whatever happiness is to you, that should be your main goal, your main focus. Happiness to you right now in your life might be traveling. It might be taking the time out to date yourself, to spend time with yourself, spend time with friends and family. That might be happiness to you right now. Happiness in the long term for you, and this is kind of how I feel like I might be as well. I'm not sure. I'm still tallying up what happiness really, really means to me, to be honest. So happiness could be having a baby by yourself. It could be. That could be something that you might be happy with, so you don't have to deal with relationship drama, relationship stress. So that could be something that might be an option for some people. For some people it's no children, just marriage, or so you've got to work out, what do you want, what makes you happy, not what other people around you think is right or normal. What do you think, what will make you happy? That is what is important here. So that's what we need to focus on. What makes you happy? I was watching your video as I got a notification, you going, oh, ha. I was just watching an older live and saw your IG story. Haven't moved quick in my life getting over here. That's funny. Mia. Yeah, I was dating someone, but he made me feel empty inside. I do not want to feel something, but still want to date only men that make over 200k. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. And when the time's right for you, then you might want a bit, more, or you might want less. Not more or less in terms of money wise. I mean, more as in you might actually want a husband, or you might not, So things can change as well. But that's cool. Chemistry is important, respect is important, and being with a provider who treats you like a queen is important. That's why we should not settle. Partnership is important. Yeah. Yeah, Nina, we're in the same boat, right? I agree. I feel like some women teach other women to be heartless. I feel like, sorry, but you don't know what that woman has been. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You agree with me? Mm. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much, Yana Ray. Thank you so much. Thank you for having the courage to be real. Life is a marathon, ups and downs, but never quit. Your knight in and shining armor is coming. Oh my god, that's so lovely. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. That's like my first donation. Thank you so much. So I wish you the exact same thing, Yana. The exact same thing. Okay. So, happiness always changes. Don't feel bad for constantly searching for it and changing your mind. Yeah, that's true. Guys, I have read all of the comments, but some of them I've read in my mind. I've read in my head. Okay, so somebody said in here that some women teach other women to kind of be heartless, and that is something I really, you're welcome, thank you so much. Mwah. I really, really appreciate that. I really, really do. It's very sweet, very sweet. And I'm in a space right now where I just feel so like I feel proud of myself, okay? Because I could right now be maybe being shouted at on the phone by somebody, but just to ensure that I still get my my rent money and stuff paid. I could be having that done to me right now. But I decided that happiness for me is more than just money. It's about how I feel as well inside. And that's something that I will not sacrifice on ever, 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 ever. Never, ever, ever. Because if you get money, that's fine. But if inside you're kind of like you're eating away, that's something that you can't put a price on. So for me, how I feel inside is very important. And as long as I'm living, I have a roof over my head. I'm not eating hand to mouth. I have somebody that has a good job and can look after me, so I don't have to work. I'm happy. It doesn't have to be a millionaire, So that's where I am at right now. Sarah is so sweet. Thank you so much. FM says, what do you say when a man asks, what are you looking for and seeking arrangement? You literally just tell him that, you're just looking to meet, hopefully, a long-term sugar daddy. Yeah. Because it's on seeking arrangement, so, he already knows what you're actually looking for. And so just say you're looking for something hopefully long-term, like a long-term situation. So yeah, your health comes first. Yes, it does. It definitely does. So guys, just work out for you what is happiness for you and go after it, okay? You mentioned money? No. Because you're on a sugar baby site, it's so obvious. You want money and he wants to sleep with you. So both of you already know without speaking about it. So really him even asking you what you're looking for is an annoying question in my mind. For me, that's annoying because it's obvious. He's just trying to figure out probably what amount you want and if you're willing to sleep with him. I'm a little bit stubborn. He must be at least a millionaire for me, maybe at lowest 700,000. Yeah, 700,000 is not. Guys, you got to think. I'm not saying like I want someone that only earns 50,000. That's not what I'm saying. And especially living in London as well, like it's kind of expensive. So I'm no way saying that everything I've said on this channel has been rubbish. I'm not saying that. I equally want something kind of similar. I mean, so yeah. Love you too, hun. Hey, Luna. Hey, Kim Kam. But yeah, it's so important, right? What would you ask for if someone asks you what you're looking for on Tinder? Okay, yes. So on Tinder, Mira, I would say that I'm just looking to have fun and meet new people. And that's all I would say for Tinder. I've never had a daddy before. I've been asked if I've had one on Seeking. How should we answer that? Oh, you say that yes, you have had an arrangement in the past. Yeah. I would say I've had one. Seeking in Japan sucks. They used to find casuals that yeah, they do that here as well in the UK. They use it for escorting services. Escorts are working everywhere online, so they're just everywhere. So the guys are gonna sometimes assume that you might be an escort depending on your photos as well. So just try to make sure your photos are different, and hopefully that will lessen the chances of them thinking that you are doing escort work. I don't know. Okay, so wait, I'm confused. Do you still make them wait and work for it even though you said set a specific amount? Yeah, like you got to think it's your body at the end of the day. So for me, I would really need to have physically received a certain amount of money, and I would also need to have received spent a certain amount of time with somebody before I can actually go ahead and do something like that, because there are a lot of spiritual things that go into sleeping with someone, okay? And for me, I can't just do that. So that's my own personal take on it. Some people are more like, let's just say for instance, somebody gave you £5,000 in 2 weeks. And really, you could sleep with them at that point. But if you slept with them after they've given you £5,000 and it's only been 2 weeks, you are still not making them have to really work for it, because it's just 2 weeks, you know? So you've got, there's a mixture, there's a combination of things. It's the time, it's the money, and if you like them. Okay, so there's a combination of things that go into that. I've been listening, okay, so you have opened so many doors for me. That's good, Claudia. When you say have fun, they think sex and casual relationship. Exactly, and that's what you want them to think. So that's why you say it. I've been listening to all your tips and it really works. Everything you say has worked for me if you play your cards right. It honestly does. And do you know what it is? It's just about being ballsy. You've got to be ballsy, and you've almost got to be slightly arrogant in your mind and in your demeanor. Not with your words, but in your demeanor, as in, I can ask for this, I can do this, and I can really get the amount that you have to have that mindset, otherwise you're not going to get anywhere. What are your thoughts on pick me culture? Just that, don't be like that, you know? Yeah, just don't be like that, because it's kind of like when you are like that, you are almost like pathetic at that point. So let's just say, for instance, me with this guy, how he was talking to me. If I decided to stay with him and keep on taking it, then I would be pathetic myself. Okay, so that in its sense is, oh, please be with me, because you know I'm so desperate and I can't get anyone better. So I think that it's desperation, and I think it's pathetic when women are like that, to be honest. There are some women that have to be like that, and I'm not one of them. So that's how I feel on it. I am a nurse, and one of my patients' family members asked me if I was looking for a sugar daddy. Good health, happiness, and money are the beginnings of good life, along with good wine. Hi, Dan. Miss Have One. Wealthy men to me means he's wealthy financially, mentally, and spiritually. Yes. You was never like that. I took your advice and now I'm on Bumble talking to older men. How to respond when they ask what I'm looking for. No mention of being, no. Yeah, so you don't mention that you want to be taken care of at all. So if you play your cards right, you're speaking to men that have money, that can afford to take care of you financially, and that think that you are all that and a bag of chips. They will just offer to help you out, especially when you're saying that you need help with certain things. They're just going to offer to help you if they really like you. So you don't need to mention money at all. You just don't. You just don't need to mention it, right? I'm new to the whole thing. Kind of fell into it. But the guy is a friend of a friend, nervous they will talk to one another. Well, even if they do, it's just like, it doesn't matter really, does it? I don't think it matters. The finesse queen, honey. Yeah, I don't think it matters if they speak to one another. I mean, like, who cares? Who really cares, right? And if you don't like that, then just don't speak to someone that's kind of in your circle, you know? I guess. Guys, do you not like this makeup look that I did today? I actually had lip gloss on earlier over the top, but I changed it to do this video. And I also changed my top as well to do this video. But I had a date today with a potential. So I met this potential on Tinder, and he's actually looking for a sugar baby. But I don't know. I don't know. He seemed like a bit of a time waster, so I'm going to speak to him a bit further and see what happens. It looks beautiful. Thank you. because I wanted to do the pink, but I thought I wanted to do something a bit more subtle instead for today. Okay, so alright, so let's go back to the topic. So happiness. Now, hey Takara. So some people's opinion of happiness is honestly being alone. Some people's view of happiness is maybe the inheritance that they've received from their family and just growing it themselves and not having to worry about relationships. That is some people's view of happiness. And if that's your view and you watch my channel, that's equally fine. I look fresh. You know, that's equally fine. You know, we all have different paths and that is okay. That's a good one. Bell. That's a good one. Would you ever ask your sugar daddy for fillers or no? I wouldn't do that because I would rather just use the money that I've been given and then kind of do it. Yeah, because when you go and you open your mouth and you tell someone, I guess it depends actually. It depends, I guess. For me, I just feel like if I went and opened my mouth and I said, "Oh, would you pay for this and pay for that?" then they would start noticing the flaws that I have. And then they might be uninterested anyway. I don't know. I think there's nothing wrong with asking for it though. There's nothing wrong with that at all. They'll probably be happy because they'll be like, oh my gosh, you know, she's going to look like this afterwards. So they'll probably be happy to pay for it, to be honest. This makeup tone doesn't look the best on you. You look a little pale. No, do you know what, guys? I think on my live streams it makes me washed out. So when I do a live stream, it's not actually how I look. I don't know. But does it make me look washed out? Oh, that sucks. Alright, so. Okay, a date you've broken up with your boyfriend. Yes, I have. Watch my last video, honey. Hello, Ziva, my sister from another mister. Hey. I love your earrings. Thank you so much. Great lifestyle. That's good. Thank you, MJ. Yeah, Nina's like, I just asked for the money. Is it easier in your country to get a sugar daddy than in America? I have no idea, but I'm assuming it would be easier in America just because it's a bigger country, so there's more people to choose from. So another thing with the guys here, I find, is that they are just so uptight. Like, people in this country are so very conservative. So Americans are so outgoing, the ones that I've seen anyway. So I feel like those men are a lot more confident than these men over here. So there's more chances of American men speaking to you and this, that, and that than British men. That's the only difference I find. Thank you, Nina. What would you recommend on a first date, or what would you recommend on a... What do you mean? What would I recommend? Recommend for what? Okay. So I took... That's rude. You don't look washed out. I took all your advice and met an older Oh, wow. By chance. He makes me so happy and even loves my daughter. Thank you so much. Oh, my God. That's amazing. I'm happy for you. I'm really, really happy for you. I just want to say this, Isis. You know, when we get into relationships sometimes and we're so happy, don't lose yourself in the relationship because I'm not trying to rain on your parade. I'm very happy for you. I think that's amazing. Very, very happy for you. But just make sure you keep your hobbies and you're not, you know. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Um momento. Um momento. 20 minutos. Telefonarei 20 minutos, está vendo? Olha, 20 minutos.
Que foi?
Sim.
15 minutos.
Sim, sim. 20. Tá bem? Okay. Okay, so, but now when he messages me, he says that he says, what are you doing? And I say nothing. He says, I'm at home. When I come over, no, I want him to spend money on me, which he has, and he has done it once or twice, but what do you want? Where's the rest of the message? Okay, guys, there's loads of comments here. I'm trying my best to read them. You do not look washed out. American guys would love you. No, I don't know about New York. I'm not too sure. Okay, do you consider sugar babies as a job or a friend with benefits label? Do you know what? I would personally kind of consider it as it depending on what you're doing with them, then it could be friends with benefits, right? But kind of a job for me. When I've discussed it here on this channel, I've kind of said it as a job because you have to go to work, i.e. your date, to then receive money at the end of the month or the beginning of the month. So for me, it's more like a job. Unless you genuinely like the company of that person, then it is like a job, to be honest. Because you've got to decide, do I want to go to work and be miserable? Like for me, when I was going to work, I was so unhappy and just really, really unhappy. As a nanny, yes, I liked it sometimes, but you still have to wake up every morning. You have to go to work. Somebody is in control of you, basically. And when I was working in offices, it was even worse. Oh my God, I really hated that when I was working in solicitors' firms. And this is just better, you know. I just prefer it. I'm so much happier. I'm free. I'm literally free. And it's made me have like a different mindset as well. So just going back to your question, yes, I think of it more as a job. If you are, if you like them as well, then it's kind of like dating, but just continuous dating, you know. He broke up with me. He kicked me out of his house and a year later got into an accident and contacted me in tears. Now wants me back. Do you know what? Sometimes, you know the wrath of a woman. You know if he did that to you and you were so heartbroken and stuff, sometimes that can make things happen to people. Like unintentionally, you can if you know what I mean. If you know, you know. If you don't, you just don't. But I think that is sod's law to him. And good for you for not going backwards. Because he didn't want you, and then when his health was in jeopardy, then he needs you. It's like, whatever. You know? You're welcome, Isis. You recently moved out of home and need rent money. How do I get it? Okay, guys. So let's just stop trying to look for a sugar daddy when you are in desperate need of money. Like, you should be doing it like already, you know. So you can still look for one, but you're not necessarily going to find one straight away. You're going to have to go out, be putting a lot of time into it, you know, online constantly. Like right now, get off of this live stream and go and seek an arrangement. Go on Tinder, go on Match.com, honey, go on Millionaire Match, honey. So go on all of the apps that you can go on. Go out right now as well and try and look for people in person. So get off of here and go and make it happen. Because if you're in desperate need, you can't be on YouTube. You need to be doing it, you know. So that would be my advice to you straight away. Please make it on Facebook. It makes more sense. That's what some girls have really been saying. So I'll have to figure this one out. All right. So, as a job. All right. Okay, guys, there's so many messages here. I'm really trying to get through these. Okay, so, hi Ziva, I like the way you think about relationships. My new man likes to buy me very expensive Chanel and Dior bags rather than giving me cash. Is it okay? I would say no. If I was you, Sam, I would actually have a conversation with him and just say that you love the bags, and you know he's got amazing taste, and that you really you want those things, but you really could help you're in more need of the money more, because you need help with your rent and this, that, and that. And hopefully he'll give you the money instead, or maybe he'll give you the receipt so you can return it, or he will maybe not. So you have to have that conversation. I would personally rather have the money, just because bags and stuff like that, for me, I'm not into like all the designer bags, so I would say the money's better. Yeah, you girls, some of you girls think that Facebook is better. Yeah. You voted for Facebook as well as Instagram. The chat wouldn't work. Okay, guys. Well, that's true. Hey, Nawal. She said, sell the bags and keep the money. Okay, Luna says, looking gorgeous always. Thank you. Join seeking arrangement. Put up a good pic. Seems so slow. Yes, okay, so basically, yes, you do favourite people, and it's so saturated that it's going to take you such a long time to look through lots of profiles, favourite lots of people, and ah! James Vic, thank you so much for the $20, but you didn't put a message. Thank you so much, James. I really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's my second ever donation. Thank you so much. Mwah. Okay, so she said, get the Rolex instead, honey. I really, really appreciate that, James. So, hey, girl, you're always doing lives when I'm on dates. Okay. All right, so let's just do Naomi, and then any advice for someone that has just started? My first meeting is next week. I've never done this before. Yeah, Naomi. So my advice to you straight away is to look your best, smell your best, be your most feminine, be on your most ladylike behavior, and command his attention. That is my best advice, because that's the only thing you need to do. Don't ramble, don't talk about yourself, because I have seen it for myself. When I've done it, they zone out. And they go into like, oh yeah, whatever. They're thinking about like the basketball game. So just don't talk about yourself that much. You want him to want to ask you questions, so he thinks that he's actually interested in you. You want him to need to see you another date, so to get to know you more, because you've been kind of like reserved, right? So just look your best, smell your best, be your cutest, and that's what to do. And be confident, Be confident when you're walking. Make sure you walk in there like, I'm that bee. That's how you want to walk in there, okay? Yana, how did you get your ex sugar daddy back? He was good for me. Wait, what? Oh, how to get your ex sugar daddy back? Ah. If I wanted someone back, an ex sugar daddy, I personally would change your WhatsApp picture on your on WhatsApp, change your picture and make sure it's the most beautiful, sexy picture that you've ever taken, and then send him a message and just tell him that you've been thinking about him, and see what happens. That's what I would do. That's what I would do if I wanted someone back. I'm in a bright orange sundress on the date today and it's raining. Well, how is your date going? Yeah, how's it going? I just want to show some love. Enjoy your day. Happy Sunday. James, that is so, so sweet. I really, really appreciate it. Like, seriously. Very sweet of you. Okay, so soft power as well said Facebook is better. Okay, so I'll really have to think about this, guys. All right, so let me just go up and see what I missed. You make me want to learn Portuguese again. I was adopted and lost my Portuguese because my family and friends only speak English. Really? Oh my gosh. I'm having deja vu right now. Well, yes, learn it again. My ex was old and he told me the same stories over and over and over and over again. Easy money, lol. Guys, I used to do that with my nan when she would when she would tell me stories. I used to pretend that I'd never heard them before. You just have to do it, don't you? Thanks, Ziva. He still loves me, but don't trust me. Do you message sugar daddies first? No. No, 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 no. No, you don't. If I'm 25, what would you recommend for me? How old sugar daddy? It's up to you. I feel like when you're literally 25, I feel like you can literally date any age. So you can just do what you want. I mean, I'm 28. If I was looking just for a sugar daddy, so not a relationship, a sugar daddy, I'm aiming for anyone really like 50 and over. You know, for me. And I personally, for me, I feel like maybe today, I don't know, if I look my age, I don't know, but I feel like I can do that. If I felt like Ziva, I would be lost without your tips. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Y Martinez, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. Very, very sweet of you. Okay, and I would honestly be lost without all of you girls. I really would. I really, really would. I'm sorry I hurt you. Got to go. Oh, you didn't hurt me. So yes, it depends on what you deem okay. All right, so if I was 25, I would be looking at anyone like 20 years above me for a sugar daddy, you know. As long as they're old enough to be your daddy in real life, I feel like that is sugar daddy age, you know. How can I stop feeling guilty and shy about asking a sugar daddy or boyfriend for money? You just have to choose to not feel guilty and shy. Why would you feel guilty when he has the money to do it and he's not, like, so don't feel guilty. And two, why would you feel shy about asking for it? Because he's not shy when he wants you to, so don't be shy about this. Okay. So to find my first ever sugar daddy on Seeking Arrangement, it took me literally 3 weeks. And you guys know, remember I did my first video and then by about a month after, I already had my first sugar daddy. So that arrangement was horrible, by the way. I really, really learned a lot from that arrangement. But that was my first arrangement. And that arrangement was pay per meet. So I used to see him every weekend. I was just... It was crazy. So he used to pay me every weekend. It was just a lot, all right? So that's why I say to do it differently, because I've learned from that one. Thank you, Yana. You look young though. Exactly, Nina. Exactly. How come some sugar daddies try to do pay per meet and expect sets for each meeting? Because that's their aim and that is their goal, and they've realized that if I tell this girl she has to meet me and I'll pay her every meet, then you're more likely to do what they want to get money. So that's why they do it. That really is why they do it. All right, so How to say no to paper meat. You literally just say, it would be easy for me to do a lump sum because all of my bills are at the start or the last day of the month. So then he already knows, okay, she actually needs all of her money because she has all of her direct debits for the last day of the month. So if he gives you money every week, then you're still behind on all of your bills, and he's supposed to be helping you with that. So you say that from the outset. Okay, as a 24-year-old, I date guys who give me coins from 28 to 72. Anyone giving me cash and wining and dining me can secure 3 hours of this time. Literally have a lineup every week that is, oh my god, I literally love you. Literally love you already. I like that comment. Okay, it's not hard to get a monthly allowance. If you get a guy that really has the money and, you know, okay, guys, if you're talking to guys that are 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, they are all the way going to be playing so many games because they don't have they can't just give you a lump sum of money right now. Most of them, the majority. So that's why the older you go for a sugar daddy, the more likely you are to get what you want and what you're asking for. Okay? So yeah. Hi everyone, welcome to everyone that's on here. Okay. Mary, that's amazing. Not everyone has Facebook. Girl, I only have Facebook for I keep a Facebook because most of my family don't live in England. So I have a Facebook account for that. But I'll be creating a new Facebook if I do the group on Facebook. So if I can create a Facebook, you can create one too. Alright? I love you too, bitch. I wish I was in London, we'd be besties. Yes. I have the same question as Rebecca. There are a lot of fake accounts on there. But guys, let's not get so like, oh, sugar daddy, allowance. Remember, if you're dating someone that has money, that is attracted to you, and you are more attractive than them, then and you have a problem that you need them to help you with, they will just offer to help you out. So stop just being like, oh, sugar daddy, seeking arrangement. It's not just that. It's any man any man that you meet, that you're dating, that earns more, that you are more attractive than, and that, when you ask for a certain amount of money, then they help you. So it's not just sugar daddy. Alright, so broaden your horizons on that, and then you'll be more successful. So not just thinking about, seeking arrangement, yeah? Okay, so let's just go back to the topic. Your mom. Yeah, so just tell your mom, just tell her that you've got a boyfriend and just tell her you've got a boyfriend and you're doing whatever. And he's helping you out. Okay, so let's go back to this. Alright, so happiness is the goal. So if for you happiness today might be finding yourself 2 sugar daddies, then go and sit down, brainstorm all of the ways that you can find one, all the things that you need to do to find that and make that happen. If for you happiness is having, I don't know, like a holiday or something like that, then go over and, go over in your mind, how can I make this holiday happen? How can I save up for it? And do that. If happiness is traveling, living in, I don't know, Brazil for 3 months, then that is happiness to you right now. You've got to do what's right for you, okay? So let's think outside the box as well and not just, oh, sugar daddy. Maybe it's a relationship you want. Maybe you want to take some time out for yourself, date one sugar daddy, and have time to be doing things that you want to do on the side, Okay, Y Martinez said, I'm supposed I'm supposed to meet up with my new sugar daddy, and we're supposed to talk about an arrangement. I'm new to this, but what are your tips on bringing up the subject? So you don't bring up the subject, and obviously you guys have met on a seeking arrangement site because you said he's a potential, right? So you don't say anything about that. You act like it's a regular date, okay? So it's a regular date, and you guys are just meeting up to go for dinner or lunch, whatever it is, and you just make him feel like he's the best man in that room, in that whole restaurant. You make him feel like he is the sexiest man to you in that restaurant. You make him feel like you like him so much, this, that, and the third. That is your aim, to make him feel like on that date. Your goal for that date is for him to A, bring up the allowance on that date, or B, when you bring it up after the date, say when you get home, you need to watch my other video, how to initiate the allowance conversation. If you bring that up, then your goal also is for him to say, yeah, whatever you want. Okay, so yes. All right. You're welcome. Can it work with a guy that's a year than you, older than you, a student, but his family have money? I don't know. You've got to think though, right? So Candy, you can do that. You're a student. You're still very young for yourself, and like, yes, you can. If I was you, I would be dating him. I would have my toes dipped in different places. I would be having fun, and I would also be concentrating on my studies. So I would say yes, because you know, you're a student, you're still young, he's young, and I feel like that's nice. His family has money, so he has money to still take you out. So I think that that's really cute, actually, for like your age and studying and stuff. I think that's cute. All right, guys. So, you know, this video is not going to be too long. I don't want it to go on and on and on and ramble. It's been almost 1 hour. All right. So I'm just going to answer a couple more questions. So, wait. One guy on Seeking asked me if he could host. When I asked host what, he blocked me. Oh, girl, you know what he wants to host, honey. He wants to host your vagina. Okay. Yep. Nina said, Nina, we are literally here. We're always saying the same things at the same time. All right, so it's a waste of time to date a rich kid. He doesn't have money himself. Yeah, that's true. But because she's like young, you know, she's a student, I feel like it's okay. Hey, Sarah. Have you had any experience with couples reaching out to you looking for a sugar baby? Oh, yeah, I have actually. There's loads of those people on Tinder. So I have had that. Well, not looking for a sugar baby, but looking for like someone to join in. I've never done a threesome. I feel like I'm open to exploring one. I've never done one. So some of them I'm like, should I give that a go? The only time I would do a threesome is if I am better looking than the other chick. That's the only time I do one. So that's the experience I've had. Oh, really? Messaging platform. That's disgusting. Oh, you didn't know what that meant? Yeah. Yeah, some of them ask that they want you to host as well and stuff like that. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna love you and leave you now. I just want to say this. let's just go back to the topic quickly before I go. So we're focusing on happiness. Happiness for you might be different for me, okay? So forget what anyone else thinks, forget what anybody else says happiness should be to you. Let's focus on let's focus on what is happiness to you, and that's what you go after, that's what you go for. Okay, so write lists, start planning things, start planning, okay, I want X, so I need to do this, and this to get there. I want this, so I need to do this, that, and that. I want to look like, have you guys seen Sierra's new music video, Thinking About You? I saw it and I was like, I watched it 3 times, and at the time I was eating, you know, one of my Slim Fast chocolate bars. By the time I played it the 3rd time, I was like, okay, and I put my Slim Fast chocolate bars away. So yes, watch things to give you motivation as well. So if you really want to find that dream man, you need to look the part. Okay, so put down the chocolate bars and let's really be who we want to be, so we can have the happiness we want to have, you know. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I love that song. I've been playing it over and over again. Yeah, I watched Greatest Love, but you know what? That Greatest Love one, I was just thinking, girl, you are so up your husband's butt right now. If he leaves you, you're gonna, yeah. If they break up, then it's like, really? You did it with Future, you boosted him up so much, and then you're doing it with your new one. So I hope that they stay together and happy. I do like Sierra, what I've seen of her, I like her, so. Yes, there's happiness in the clouds on earth. Okay, so I'm gonna love you and leave you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Do you know what? I've been enjoying doing live streams so much that I can't get enough of it, to be honest. I was gonna come on here yesterday, and then I thought I don't want to bombard everybody with my face, so I didn't come on here. Okay, Sarah. Then I'll go through my requests. Okay, so I will see you lovely ladies in my next video. I need to figure out this group. A lot of people are telling me that it should be on Facebook because it's easier to control and it's easier for people to post. So it looks like it might actually be on Facebook. Alright, so just bear that in mind. Thank you so much for the donations. 3 people donated in this live chat, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Very sweet of you, and thank you guys for watching and staying with me. Okay, Nina. Okay. Mwah, mwah. Alright, bye guys. Bye. Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm going. I'll see you guys in my next video. Then watch this one from the beginning. And I'll go live again anyway this week. So, next week. So you'll see me next week.